Hello, bestie. It's SuCoco, your divine oracle. How are you doing, my Starlight Collective? All right. Before we jump in with that, let me just pull a spirit animal card. Oh, she jumped out. The peacock. Okay. So the energy, and this is very pertinent to the time we are in right now. This is a timeless message, but with it being winter and the holiday season, people are having holiday parties and like Christmas and family gatherings and all that fun stuff. The energy that's really coming forward is one of how you show up in the world, how people read your energy, how like you present yourself. And I don't want this to come off as like shallow or vain. And it's kind of like you need to be aware and attentive and playful with how you adorn and like show yourself to the world. And it's like for some of the collective, I'm just hearing like I'm a t-shirt and sweatpants kind of person. And that's not what I'm talking about, where this is more allowing yourself to play in regards to your physical appearance. It could be a change of wardrobe or even trying out different styles of clothing where you were like, that's cool, but I don't know how I'd look in that. Go for it. Have fun with it. Or like being curious about a new haircut or changing your hair color, like new clothes, new like shoes, like things of that nature. And with that being said, there's this energy of harmony, of parties, of togetherness. That's the real focus of your life right now. So the energy that's really, really coming through that I'm just picking up on right now is one that is of celebration and enjoyment. It's been a long, tough year. Undergone a lot of growth, undergone a lot of change, and spiritually, the divine, the forces, the angels, God, whatever resonates with you, that energy right now really wants you to focus on celebration and also like harmony, unity, and coming together to like not only celebrate yourself, celebrate your growth and your changes, but also just celebrate this beautiful season of family time with your loved ones. And I don't mean like it doesn't have to be your blood family, it's who you consider family, who you consider close. The people that make you feel safe or the people that you just may wish to celebrate with. This is a very clear message. It's like you're turning a lot of your fears into dreams come true or some sort of like golden opportunity. It's almost as if divinely orchestrated that, like, you know how like I've been watching a lot of like TikTok videos of like family Thanksgiving fights and stuff like that, because it's just like I love the drama. Like, sorry, I watch a lot of like the Real Housewives and all that stuff, and it's just like, oh my god, that's so juicy. Like, I don't like it in my life, but it's like I don't mind watching it. But like, you know how like there's this like preconception, preconceived conception. Is conception like having a baby? Okay. There's there's this like preconceived conception of like when you gather with family, there's the fighting, there's the arguments, there's all of that. And I am letting you know there's this energy, like these fears that you have in regards to that. There's some weird, like maybe it's just because of like the way that the world is right now. People are kind of like seeing how like crazy it is out there, how much the world needs our light and our joy and like the good in us, that it's almost as if they're like, let's put down our swords and let's just be a happy family. Let's just kind of like focus on the good and kind of like stop this bickering, argument, fighting stuff that's going on. And that'll allow you to be in a place where you can focus on the frivolous and the you know, like getting a new outfit for the Christmas party, and oh, I want to get a new, like, I don't know, bow tie, or like whatever it may be, and like, you know, putting more energy and mental bandwidth into something that just, it feels so deliciously frivolous. That's like, our minds and our energy have been so preoccupied this year with survival and big things and like what's going on in the world, or like just like this upheaval energy. And it's like right now is such a time to celebrate, and you deserve being able to kind of like kick your shoes, put your feet up and like relax and have like a really, really good time with those you love, and like dress up and like celebrate each other, and let this be a moment for you to just kind of like have a new family dynamic or a new family tradition where, like you dress up because it's fun, or like that's kind of the energy. And it doesn't mean you have to dress up. It could be everyone dresses up in like matching pajamas. Like, honey, that is what it is. Or for some of you, it could even be like, if you're not like a people person and you like love your cat, it could be like getting your cat a little bow tie, and like you and your cat just hang out in your pajamas and your cat in a little bow tie, and that feeling of like warm, cozy, like whatever that is for you that makes you feel really like whole and complete. I've been doing this thing where like I sit in my bed and I have these like what is it, fairy lights, and I like sit with all my like stuffed animals. There's a lot, and because they're alive, we'll watch like a movie or a TV show. I'm really into this one show, Couples Therapy, on in Canada. The subscription's called Crave, but I guess it's like Paramount or something in America. I'm not sure, whatever it is. But it's like my guilty pleasure, and it's like there's nothing about it. Like it's literally me having nice, like cozy, like movie night with my stuffed animals. I'll be under my blankets with the twinkle lights going, and it's just like this magical, warm, cozy moment. Outside of that, and then me and my parents will watch like the TV show Survivor together, and we'll all get together and like we'll sit together in our living room with the Christmas tree on, and we have like our heated blankets on, so because it's like super cozy, and we'll watch Survivor. Like they'll pass out, but I just like I watch Survivor, and it's just a cozy little environment that we've like created and made a tradition. And I think that's the energy that's being passed on and pushed forward for you guys. It's like, for some of you, it's like, how can I make these happy family memories when, like, I don't really get along with my family, or we always fight? If that's the case, and if there's a shred or an inkling that you want to have like a happy, cozy family thing and you want to give it a go, I'm not saying don't do something you don't want to do, but if there is the inclination that you want to give it a try, I say go for it, because you're not going to know unless you try. You're not going to get an answer unless you kind of like take that first step forward. Because it's like, one thing I always like with one thing, there's a lot of energy coming through. Let me just take a sip of water. Well, tea. Okay. The one thing I want to say that's resonating with this is what Mahatma Gandhi would always say, of like, be the change you want to see in the world. If you want to have a loving and more open communication or relationship with your like family, maybe it's if you take that first step, you don't know where it could end up. If you take the first step and then these people kind of like show their ass, like, and like they confirm all the negative beliefs you had about them, and you're like, I can't continue to keep hurting myself, then of course that's a situation where you need to make the decision for yourself of, well, in order to protect myself, I may have to take a step back from these people. But for a bigger part of the collective that is willing to put aside the fear and to take a chance, and I want you to go into this with like a really like, this will resonate with you if, when I'm saying this, you almost have like this light energy, like this like burden, this stone being moved off your chest, this lightness that you're like, okay, yeah, I do want to give it a try. If that resonates with you, then give it a chance. If you're feeling that, if you're like, you know what, the possibility is there, I'm getting the energy, you're going to be surprised by the reaction or by the result you get. Because it's like, for the first time in a long time, what I'm getting for some of the collective is like, it hasn't felt like Christmas. Or outside of that, it's like our family's always been fighting, or blah blah blah, whatever it may be. That it doesn't have to be specifically what I'm talking about. You're feeling as if like there is this emotional disconnect, and there's this piece that's really missing, this like community connection, or even like self-care connection. So the energy that's coming forward is imploring you to be frivolous, be delusional, and say, okay, you know what, let's do something fun. Because when you're constantly fighting with your loved ones, or like, you know, at family gatherings, you're constantly fighting, it's like, it might be like the best thing for you guys might be to do like a group activity, because it's like the energy that I'm getting is like when you're like a teenager and, you know, it's like you're stirring up, like you're going through puberty, you have all these emotions. It is literally a fishbowl with like dirt and rocks, and you're just stirring it up. The only thing that's gonna help that situation is to like do something to take your mind off of it. And that's like, for those of you with like teenagers, that's, don't let your kids get in their head too much, and don't let them think too much. Let them do a physical activity, because that'll get their mind off of it, and it'll be able to allow them to process things while they're doing other stuff. And that might be the missing piece of what's going on right now. Like maybe get some board games or something like that, and instead of focusing on like, oh, we're so uncomfortable, I don't agree with this, blah blah blah, by playing a board game, it allows a different kind of play and a different kind of dynamic. Although for some, because I literally just played Monopoly with my brothers and my sister-in-law, and we like had, it was fun until it wasn't. So it's like no one to stop, but understand and know like the good outweighed the bad. It was fun until it wasn't. We did have fun, and then we were like, hey, let's pack this game up and let's just chill. Like, but it was a good memory, and that is what I want you to kind of take away from it. It's like, you're not going to know unless you try. And so this is a green light to maybe put those fears to rest. Or even if things don't go exactly as you were hoping to, you can always redirect it and say, this is kind of like Stepford Wifey, but it's kind of like, oh, you know, like if you're, you know, having a family gathering and like Uncle Jim is going there in the conversation, you're like, we're not talking about that. You literally could just switch it up and just act as if he never said that, and just change the topic. Absolutely. And just be surprised by the results, that people just go along with it. And they're like, oh yeah, we didn't hear it either. And then Uncle Jim forgot he said it, and we're moving along, and it's going so much better than how it would have gone if you played into that negativity, or you played into, you know, if someone's trying to get like a reaction to you. Well, with that all being said, for those of you willing to take the risk and to take the leap and to give this this opportunity a chance, I really believe you'll be surprised, pleasantly surprised by the outcome. I'm just getting warm, familial vibes. And whatever that means for you, it could be reuniting with your family, or having a Merry Christmas, or even it could just be you taking a step back and focusing on yourself, your mental health, and the family of one. Honey, that's beautiful, and that's what's necessary. But allow yourself a chance and a time to celebrate right now. That being said, bestie, love you so much. Until next time, bye.